And I'm so excited. Today we're going to discuss how you can scale your income with digital products and especially courses and especially mini courses. I really believe in this minimalist approach in selling products and not invest the whole time that you have on something that you're not sure whether it's going to be profitable or not. But yeah, you have Philip and Jari, you have some new stuff going on. Would you tell us a little bit more about it?
I let Jari tell you about that. I first want to say thank you so much for doing this live with you. It's a little bit of a flashback to about, I think, 6 weeks ago or so when Jari was in Vienna, when we all had dinner together, you, me, Jari, and Sinem.
Yes.
And I'm already looking forward to doing that next time you're in Vienna.
Yeah,
So
me
thank
too.
you so much for having us today. Jari,
Thank
what
you.
is the
Thank you
Mini
for
Course
sharing.
Accelerator?
Yes, thank you, Jana, for having us. So we recently launched the Mini Course Accelerator. So that's our online program where we teach step by step on how to build, launch, and automate your own mini course. And basically, this program, I built it more than 6 months ago because I've been running my entire previous business, which is called Peak Productivity. I built that entirely on mini courses. So very short, simple courses of about 2 hours each. And each mini course would like solve a very specific problem and tackle a subtopic within the big productivity category. So think procrastination or focus routines, goal setting, like all of that was its own mini course. And that's how I built my entire online business. And I was doing that for like 4 to 5 years. Then eventually got a bit tired of the whole productivity topic. I was kind of done like with it. But a lot of people ask me like, hey, how did you build your online business? How do I launch an online course? Do I need to build like this big flagship program or not? And so many people asked me about all of that. And I was like, hey, let's actually like turn this into an online program where I share exactly how I have done it so other people can do the same.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. I also have similar approach. I don't really have to think about what should I say or what should I write about. It's just listening to what people ask for. It's the best approach, I would say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just pay close attention to what the people want. Your audience
Yeah,
always
yeah,
tells you what you should create next.
exactly,
Mhm. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I also launched something. I I like to not call it a course.
Yeah.
I call it a quest.
It's so cool.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's about Substack, and it has mini courses in it. It's very similar concept, but those mini courses are part of the bigger quest actually. And my intention was also the same. So I positioned each of those mini courses to solve a specific problem that I have identified from working with people and from their questions and from their struggles, especially when I work with them and I see the most prominent problems. So I turn them basically into the mini courses. And it's just launched, but so far I have really positive feedback, hopefully.
Yeah, I
I
love
love that
the
approach. And I love that you call it a quest because it sounds so exciting for me to like follow. It's like you're going on an adventure.
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Because
it's
with Substack, it's like it's not like you build something and then you simply focus on growing it. A lot of the times you have to come back and rethink some things and adjust and adapt or even relaunch the whole Substack. I know people are doing this as well. It's not about really changing your strategy from fundamentally, but even the slightest tweaks would sometimes deserve a relaunch even. Yeah.
I like the idea of the quest. There's first of all, it's unique. Second of all, as someone who grew up with computer games, we can all relate to quests. We can all relate to going into a direction, failing, coming back, adjusting your approach, finally making it, achieving a new level, unlocking something new. And that's how Substack works as well. So you're not like going there and saying, okay, now I'm successful. You're like working through it step by step, back and
Yeah.
forth. It's never like a straight line. So I really love it what you built.
That's exactly
Congratulations on
my
that.
idea. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I actually had a little bit behind the scenes here. I was really hard thinking about how to name it. I didn't want to be like another course or something, or a framework or whatever. And then we got a whole day training in my 9 to 5 job. And hi Sinem. And it was about storytelling. It was an amazing training. I have it for the second time. This time it was focused on some specific problems we had in our job. And this guy was telling the different types of storytelling, and one of the types in his training, and I think it's a classical popular type of story that you can tell to your readers, is exactly the quest. And I was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was 100% sure you came up through this with ChatGPT by saying, I
No.
want something special. I need to, yeah, since you're an AI expert as well. So I
Yes.
thought like that would be,
This was real life, Philip. Real
yeah,
life, not AI.
yeah,
Yeah, that's real AI. That's
yeah.
actually how is it, analog intelligence, not
Analog
not
intelligence.
digital.
But was it a workshop in Vienna?
No, no,
Okay.
it was in Sofia in
Okay.
Bulgaria. It was only with the Bulgarian team, with the leadership team, and it was really exciting. I get a lot of ideas from those workshops, by the way. I love them.
I
And
can
that's
imagine you sitting in a workshop, getting the idea and completely building out your quests, no
yes.
longer listening to the meeting.
Yes. Sometimes it happens, yes.
Yeah.
But that's also why I always keep repeating that you don't have to, if you think of leaving your job and start writing a business or something on the side with the idea to leave your job, you're already on the failure path. I mean, those two really work together. So if you don't like something in your job, you have to fix that, not just trying to escape.
Yeah.
For me, it works perfectly. They complement each other very well, and that's a really great example. But yeah, back to the quest and the courses. So as something I would like to ask you, what do you think about it? So there's some kind of like two polarized opinions about whether you should go with paid newsletter or free newsletter on Substack. So some people believe that you should go free newsletter and then monetize with mini courses, for example, on digital products. And then other people say, oh, no, you should go with paid newsletter and monetize with subscriptions and all of that. And I like to think something in the middle, but I haven't really tested it. I'm just starting. So I believe that you can pretty well combine the two in one, and monetize with subscriptions and then also monetize with digital products. And I see you are close to that to that belief. But what do you think about that? Do you believe that those mini courses would be something that will help people?
Yeah, I agree with your approach. I don't think, I mean, I always like to say buyers buy again. So if someone joins your paid tier, now they're also likely to buy your mini course as well. So now you have two opportunities to monetize rather than just one. So I see our paid Substack more like the first step into our ecosystem, the first step into becoming a customer. And from that point onwards, you're so much more likely to buy other programs or courses or coaching. So you can definitely say, like, oh, I'm going to make my newsletter free and then only monetize through external offers. But why do that over also monetizing your Substack itself? Right now, you have multiple streams of income. So I'm all for that approach.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
like the idea of you also adding at least one mini course to your paid program of your Substack publication if you haven't done that, because most creators create written content on Substack. So if you read content from someone, you get an okayish understanding of what their thoughts and what their ideas are, but you build like zero connection with them personally. If the creator does a lot of live streams like you are doing it, like we are doing it, it's next level. But if they are only writing content, I would add a mini course to the publication, because if someone becomes a paid subscriber, they can see the person, they can listen to the person, they can build a personal relationship with the person, and therefore they are very likely to stick with your publication for much longer. Also, honestly speaking, in a mini course, which can be up to 3 hours, you can really teach a lot. You can really help someone solve a problem. Yes, we all create articles, but let's be honest, with a 5-minute article, you can inspire someone or you can solve tiny problems, but you cannot completely change someone's approach to something with a 5-minute article. But with a 3-hour mini course, you can have a real big impact on someone's life.
Yeah, I fully agree on that. And what do you think if you add a mini course to your Substack publication and then you aim to also monetize with something on top, like external product? How would you position that? Because would it be some additional product that complements whatever you have in the publication or extend the topics of the publication, or would it be something else, like different topic? What's your positioning strategy?
I think there's not necessarily a right or wrong answer there. It really depends on your topic. I mean, for us, where we help online writers and creators, we can create like quite a range of different products. But if you have a super focused niche and your publication is about a very specific niche, then maybe your external offer should offer more one-on-one support, or it should offer more, some personalized guidance or some more specific templates so that the implementation is easier. But if in our case, like we have some workshops and some mini courses as part of our paid tier, and they help you like become familiar with certain topics, get started with certain topics. But if you really want to like accelerate it all and scale your business and get to the templates, get into the nitty gritty, therefore you would like that's what we offer on like our external offers, so it's more in depth in that sense.
Yeah.
For me, it's
Also,
like let
Philip.
me quickly jump in here. For me, it's like on a Substack publication level where someone pays 15, 20 euros a month. All you can really do with your articles is tell them what they need to do. In a video course that's priced at a much higher price, you can actually show them how you are doing it, and really depending on your niche, but you can show them step by step, even to a point where they can follow your mouse cursor and click the same things like you are doing if you do something digitally. In a coaching, you can actually make sure that they are achieving the things. So by really being there for them, solving their niche specific problems and really making sure that all the roadblocks are removed. And if you have even a higher offer, which is done for you, you can actually do it for them. And the more you are involved in the process, the more you obviously need to charge for it.
Yes. I also, I also have a similar belief about my Substack. I positioned it. Everything that I do in my Substack is for the people to implement themselves, and then my upsells are involving my my personal time and contribution, and I work like pretty much one-on-one with people. Great. We have a question from. I'm not sure how to pronounce Anna LS. Okay. What's the beginning for monetization via Substack?
Well, the beginning is really to ask yourself, what would make my paid tier a no-brainer? What would make my paid tier so valuable that people are not even thinking twice? Like it's like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna join this. And I think a misconception that a lot of Substack creators have is, oh, I'm just gonna paywall a few articles and then people will join my paid tier. That's unlikely because it's not valuable enough. So really get clear on, okay, what problems does my audience experience? What goals do they have? And what resources can I create for them? So I help them with that. And that could be, it doesn't have to be just an exclusive article. It could mean that you create workbooks and you make that part of your paid tier. Some short video workshops. It could be an audio course that you add to it. It could be that once a month you do a group coaching session with all your paid subscribers, right? Now you're building not just a paid newsletter, but basically a membership. So really, I would encourage you to think with that first in mind. How can I make this so valuable? It's a no-brainer to join.
Yeah, Philip, would you?
Yeah, I totally agree with Jari. If you want to build on that, also take a look at the direct competition and ask yourself what makes myself or my publication different, what makes it stand out. Because, for example, if you take a look at if you want to create a publication teaching other people how to write on Substack, how to grow an audience on Substack, I mean, I see publications in this niche popping up every single day. If you do that, ask yourself, what can you bring to the table what others can't?
Yes.
It can be your story, it can be your point of view, it can be your track record whatsoever, but really make sure that you have a clear USP, because you will need that in order to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, it's really valuable. I fully agree with both of you. I would only add that I also, when I started, I also thought really deep about who am I writing to and what are their problems, and then how can I solve them, and then how can I solve them differently.
Yeah.
Then what are the tangible things that I can deliver behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And then the pricing so that you really make it no-brainer.
Yeah, I think you did an amazing job because you're in a similar niche like we are. You write for people who want to grow on Substack. Those people are also part of our target audience. But honestly speaking, they get completely different things at your publication like they're getting at ours. And I don't think there are many other publications that hand out such amazing GPTs like you are doing. So you really positioned yourself completely nicely there. And honestly speaking, it is a no-brainer. As you said, everyone could sit down and try to find hundreds of thousands of notes, train a GPT. Everyone can do that, but no one's willing to do it. And honestly speaking, I don't know how much time you invested, but I assume it's in the dozens or hundreds of hours. And before I invest dozens of hours in something, I pay your membership fee and I get access to it. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, and it's really, this GPT is turning, because it learns as I set it up to learn in the process, and it's getting really better and better. And now, so I already get a viral note, and already few people from my, 2 people already, but I think there are more of them from my community already got also a viral notes and got them hundreds of subscribers. So
Nice.
Jeff Herring, for example, he got 300 subscribers from a note, and I got from my viral note, I think already about 200, and 1 paid actually. So this GPT really pays off. Yeah.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but yeah, what you say, it's really important for me as well to position yourself differently, to have something unique at least.
We have
Okay.
another question about the freemium model. I think Substack is the perfect example of the freemium model. We, for example, we publish about 2 posts a week. One of them is free and the other one has a paywall inside. So, and I assume that many other people are doing it that way as well on Substack. So yes, Substack is basically the home of freemium content.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to take it to the next level, you can have like multiple levels even of premium. So for example, you can have like the normal or also the monthly or the yearly membership. And then you can also have like the founding member tier, which is like a premium. And then you can have your own coaching programs outside of Substack. So yes, Substack is, for me, it's like a freemium model with multiple different levels of premium.
Yeah. I think if there's a platform that does paid subscriptions really well, that's definitely Substack. So you can implement all of those models. You could go also paid only, but you could also do freemium. But about the freemium, how do you position the free content versus the paid content?
What we often do is we like our paid content to be either a different content type, content format. So, for example, free posts are usually just written articles, just like on Medium, for example, right?
Yeah.
But a paid post, usually it's a different content type. So either it's an ultimate guide, or it is a video workshop, or it is a live group coaching session once a month that we do.
Yeah.
Right, so that's already completely different format than just an article. Now, we also publish paid articles itself, but then the difference is that we go very in depth on one specific topic with those articles. So for example, a free article is like 3 ways to monetize your online writing, and it's like, okay, method 1, 2, and 3, just an overview, a broad picture overview of what you can do. And a paid post would be picking out one of those monetization models and really going deep on it, step by step, right? Giving you the action points to actually do it. So this way, subscribers know, okay, I'm really getting something different. Now, one thing that we like to do with our paid posts is almost always make part of it free. So we insert a paywall, let's say halfway through an article or halfway through a video workshop or audio workshop. This way, free subscribers can always experience what the paid content is like and that converts incredibly well because now you actually get a taste for it, right? And then you're so much more likely to upgrade.
I'm a big fan of these 99% paywalls, basically meaning you have an article where 99% of the article is free to read and only the last couple of lines are paywalled. This sounds stupid now. Why would I pay for the last couple of lines? But let me give you an example. Let's say you create an article about how to automatically import your free subscribers from Substack to Kit. And you can create an article and spend 99% of the article explaining to the people step by step how you build this and how they can build this for free on make.com as well. And then in the last percent, you say something like, if you want to get the automation so you don't need to build it yourself, upgrade to paid and you can get it right here, right now, today. That's the 99% paywall that just makes so much sense. Everyone can learn for free and then they can decide if they want to implement by themselves or if they want to pay you for the shortcut.
Yeah, so then the information is free, but the implementation is paid.
Exactly.
Those type of articles are actually the highest conversion conversion drivers for me. By the way, Jeff is also in our call and just said that he has already 324 subscribers from the viral created with the GPT. Congrats, Jeff.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. Jeff, have you edited anything on the note or have the GPT built the final note? Because we also work with a couple of tools. We sometimes need to do some manual editing, but I assume that Jana's GPT, which I will for sure take a look at, I think Sinem sent me a message regarding that 2 days ago, but I haven't followed up on that, on your GPT. So yeah, I love it. I'm pretty sure yours does everything.
Yeah, you should test it. You have it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another update to add new viral notes because I'm collecting. So Jeff says not a bit of editing.
Awesome.
That's good. So your GPT works.
Yeah, because I train it on data. I really believe in data-driven models, and I try to make data-driven decision always. It's what I mean. 15 years of experience in multi-billion-dollar business. It's something already. You know what works and what doesn't, and I applied everything I know on Substack, and it definitely works. About the paywall, I like to present it in very similar way. So I usually leave for free what's the whys and the what's and the how I put behind the paywall. But sometimes when I do have something tangible like template or the GPTs, for example, I leave everything for free and then just paywall the access to it. And it's really a high converter, definitely. All right, so we now have 100 people watching us. So
wow,
amazing, so happy. For those of you who didn't join and joined lately on the go, we are talking about monetizing with products, with digital products and courses, and especially mini courses. And I would ask you maybe if you could share a little bit more about your new offer on mini courses, again, for the people who joined later.
I let Jari do that.
Yeah, sure thing. So we just launched Mini Course Accelerator. So that's an online program where step by step, right, we take you through the entire process of how do you come up with a course topic? How do you actually build your course? Once you've built your course, how do you sell it? How do you price it? All the way up to how do you automate your course? Because that's the thing I have been doing for years, like automate my mini courses and basically generate passive income that way. And after getting a lot of questions about it, that's how we turned it into Mini Course Accelerator in that program.
Yeah, it's great. I think that's one of the greatest models that you could combine with the free newsletter, but also with the paid newsletter on Substack, and really bring your income to a next level. And why not make it a six-figure much faster? There are people who are doing this on Substack. I think Matt Giaro was sharing his numbers, and it's amazing, really. I also think it's the best way and the fastest way to monetize a smaller audience, and you could start doing this from the start, especially if you have the right audience. And on Substack, if you implement things the right way, I think it's the best way to gain the right audience really
Yeah,
fast.
absolutely. I mean, one thing that I like about Substack is you have all the data, right? On, okay, these topics that I write about, my audience is most interested in it. They have the highest open rate or the highest engagement. You can then even dive into conversations with your audience, like, what do you struggle with? What goals do you have? So Substack as a platform is an amazing platform to gather data about what your audience wants and needs, and
Yeah.
that's what you can then turn into a mini course, right? And the more specific you can get on this, what specific problem do you solve, what specific transformation does your course get, who specifically is it for, the easier it is to sell. But Substack is just an amazing
Yeah.
platform to gather all that data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We have a question from Kieran asking how much the Mini Course Accelerator is. So the Mini Course Accelerator comes as a course combined with 3 months of coaching and lots of other bonuses, like all the templates and scripts that you need and many, many other things. And it's right now priced at an introductory price of $497, and it will probably be the double of that once the launch window is closed on Tuesday next week.
Yeah, yeah. So I will share a link to that
Yeah.
after we finish the live video, so everybody will
Yeah.
have can
If
check
you
it.
check it out, make sure to use Jana's affiliate link. She's one of
Yeah.
our most valued partners in the last launches, and we're happy to work with her. So if you've seen this here on this call, make sure to use her affiliate link and also even send her a message in case if you
Yeah.
don't find it. Jana's happy to
Yes.
share it with you.
Yes. So for guys, for all of you who are watching, you probably know, especially those of you who already know me a little bit better, I don't usually do things like affiliates on my paid newsletter, especially. But with Sinem and Yari and Philip, we know each other, and I know and follow their work for so long, and I'm confident that what you get is really really high quality, and you can learn a lot, and you can get actionable things that you could implement and get results immediately. So also make sure that you hit that subscribe button now to their publication. It's an amazing content, and a lot of it is already for free, so you can learn a lot, really.
Well, I see both Philip and myself smiling. Thank you
Yeah.
for that, Jana. It's very flattering.
Thank you for the flowers. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, I 100% believe that because I know your content and I have tested it myself, so it really worth every dollar.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Let me
Um,
quickly see on the chat. Someone says something like Kev is saying that a lot of people are pooling for $20 per month to teach you certain things on Substack. Yes, you are absolutely right. There's a lot of people teaching you growth on Substack, teaching you growth in general. I personally can vouch for Jana, and I'm also confident to vouch for ourselves. With all the others, make an informed decision. Take a look at their publications. Maybe check out if they're doing live streams. See who you like to work with, and go with those kind of people. Also, if you're really serious about growth on Substack, I would highly suggest you're not only reading articles, but you're joining publications like Jana's, where you can do some quests, where someone is taking you step by step through the process. Or if you want to have systems in place to help you grow your Substack, then you can also check out our Substack system. So if you have any questions on those, Jana's happy to get a message from you. We are also happy. And yeah, I'm also a little bit sad that you said you were disappointed with a couple of contents that you checked out. I know that Substack is a very, very noisy place. More and more people talking about those topics, which is totally fine. But yeah, just be careful when making a buying decision.
yes, yes. Check the people, definitely. I recently had a call with a person who shared that out of this call, they learned much more. Like for 18 minutes, they learned much more than they have learned for 1 year. Another publication which was teaching Substack. So yeah, there are people. It's not. I wouldn't call them like frauds or something like that.
No.
It's just all about how you would you invest in yourself to grow and develop and stay on top of things, and also stay competitive and build upon this unique thing of yours that differentiates you from the others. Yeah, it's just what happens from my opinion is that people just start with something, it's really amazing and wow, and they grow, but then they stay from personal development point of view and also from content point of view, they just simply stay at the same level. And that's
For me, honestly, if I want to know if I join a program or not, I talk with the people that are already in the program. I talk with the people that are already in the community. I take a look at who subscribed to that publication, and that's how I make my decisions. Because honestly speaking, if Jana, you tell me I should check out this guy, he's serious, or this woman, she's doing a good job, then I trust you. And I think that's what everyone should do. So take a look around, don't make any fast decisions. Most of the times you're pressured into something that you shouldn't be. We're all grown-ups here. Just make informed decisions and you will end up in the right place.
It can be very easy for a creator to say what you're going to get and what they're going to deliver, but if you ask someone who's subscribed to them or who's bought their program, that's going to tell you a lot more, right? So I agree with Philip. That's a good strategy if you ever doubt about what you should join or buy.
That's also a cool point to touch base on. Jana, do you usually offer some kind of success guarantees, money back guarantees, something like that?
For the offers that I have outside of a Substack. Success guarantee, no, because I'm confident in what I can deliver and what I can transfer to the person, but in the implementation part, so I can tell them, I can teach them, I can help them how and tell them basically how to do it, but I cannot do it instead of them. So they have to take that action, and I cannot guarantee that they will do it. And yes, I can adapt it so that I'm confident that it works for them, because I have also worked with a lot of businesses online, and I've been doing strategies for different niches and different selling propositions online. So it works as long as you implement it and it's on the person. So success guarantee, no. Money back guarantee, I usually, if somebody wants a refund from me, I usually I let that person go. I don't want such people. It's just not a good fit, most probably. It's just maybe not the same vibe.
Honestly speaking, when we started with our first digital business, we always offered a no questions asked money back guarantee. That works in like 95% of the times, but like a small, really tiny, small percentage of people join your program, watch all the videos, and you actually see on their profiles that they are implementing your things, and then they say like, I want my money back. I don't need to give a reason according to your terms. And that's like, hey, you're actually stealing from a creator. It's like you go into a restaurant, you order pizza, you eat it, you enjoy it, you even say thank you for it, and then you leave without paying. So that's why we changed it recently for Substack System, for example, to a money back guarantee if the people implement what we are doing. And I like that. So that basically means we teach you things. We don't want you to just watch the videos, but to also do the exercises, to implement those things. And if you implement those things and you still believe that they haven't worked for you because you're, for whatever reason, but because then you get your money back. And we're happy to do that because we're super confident, because we know those things have worked for us and those things have worked for others. And with Mini Course Accelerator, we're now trying even something that I think is even better. We call it like a launch and sell guarantee, which basically means if you follow all the steps and if you launch, we are super confident that you will make sales. If you're not making sales, we are happy to take a look at your launch. This would basically mean you send us everything you did for the launch, your emails, your landing page. We take a look at everything, and then we jump on a free consulting call where we tell you, hey, you need to improve this, you should fix this here so that you're making your sales. We've never done this before, but I think that's a cool opportunity.
We really want to encourage people to actually do it, like and build it and launch it, and then if it doesn't work, like if you don't make any sales, it's like, well, let's jump on a call, let's look at it together to see what you can change, what you can fix. So I'm pretty excited for that we've implemented that for this program.
And
Yeah.
honestly speaking, we're also not only doing this for the creators, we're also doing this a little bit for ourselves, because we are in this business for the long term. So we have big plans for the next couple of years and beyond that as well. So we need success stories. We need to have case studies. We need to see the people succeed in our programs. And that's why we are super happy to support them and always make sure to over deliver, because if someone is in our program and they become successful, it's not only them benefiting, it's also us benefiting, because I've never had someone who's been super happy with my program and then said, no, I don't want to give you a testimonial.
Yeah. No, I love that approach. I think it's genius. It's amazing. It's working for both ways. So we have a question. It's from Rosa. I am interested in the launch price of the course, but my responsibilities may keep me from doing the course for 2 months. Is that a problem?
No, that's absolutely no problem, but we cannot hold the price for you. So you can join the program right away. You get access to the videos and to all the bonuses. You can watch them at your own pace. Maybe you have a little bit of time next to your work. And you also get 3 months coaching access. In that case, I would only activate the coaching access once you have the time. So basically you join the program right away, you get the introductory price, and then once you want to get started, you then activate the bonus, which is the 3 months of coaching. So that is absolutely no problem.
And Rosa, regarding the launch price, so it's $497, but we also have a payment plan of 3 times $180.
So she should approach you directly with that request.
I took a screenshot of her name, so if she reaches out to me, I send her my affiliate link. If she reaches out to you, you can just give her your affiliate link. That's totally fine as well.
She knows. She says that she knows that she needs to pay.
I hope that's fine for you, Rosa. I just need to be completely honest. We oftentimes have people that say like, yes, I will join you later. And then we need to set reminders and follow up with the people. And so therefore we are no longer holding the introductory price for people. Let us know if that's fine for you. If not, maybe we find another solution, but you know how to reach us.
Yeah, just for people to know, it's not a trick. It's really, so usually your courses are much, much more expensive. And now, for example, the Substack system, it was $399 and now it's close to
$697.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really, this launch window is really important. If you want to take the offer, now is the time. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Maybe I think we don't have any other questions, and I'm really excited. Yeah, do you think we have?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think we missed anything. No.
Thank you so much, Jana, for doing this with us.
Thank you. It was really a pleasure, like always, and I'm really excited for this course accelerator.
Don't forget to ping me once you're next in Vienna.
Yeah,
I know you're coming regularly. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. Looking forward to staying in contact. Thanks, Jari, as well.
Yes, thank you, Jana, for having us.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
thank you so much.
Bye-bye.